Woo! It was cool this morning. The dogs are barking. They got animals running around in the country. So I think they're making my dogs bark. And they're loud. Nowhere in the house is quiet. But yeah, it was probably 50-something degrees this morning. And I went to work, and it's the easy job. And they had nothing to do for 10 hours. But the last 2 hours, I got to do something. So I was like, yeah. But it was cold. It said it got up to 82 degrees today. And I was cold all day. And then finally, probably about 5 o'clock, I finally felt warm. I was like, man, this is crazy. But yeah, my wife cooked me I posted something earlier, or maybe I didn't, but she did me a scrambled eggs or egg omelet with cheese and ham. I didn't want to eat any more bread because I done had sandwiches today. But yeah, you go and you work with people, and some people you don't talk to, or you just don't click, and other people you kind of click with, your little group. And there's a guy I work with that started the little weekend job, Father's Day, and he ain't come back, so I kind of miss him. And he was kind of like a brother, and I have a video where he would give me a shout out. But there's a lady I work with. she's one of them that likes to pick at you, say stuff. She said, "That was your work husband." I said, "That wasn't my work husband." Said he more like a work brother, not a work husband. Women have work husbands and men have work wives, but another guy doesn't have a work husband. But she thought it was hilarious. But she didn't show up to work today. So tomorrow I can bug her. "Where we at? Hope you're all right." So, we had to make sure the fires stay under control when the maintenance do stuff. Pretty cool gig. But yeah, neighbor's dog always chasing me, but I think she keeps it locked up in the house. But it's like a Great Dane, but it's some other kind of brand or breed. So he'll chase me a little ways till I get to my yard and leave me alone. And my son, he's kind of around a lot. But, when children are smaller, you can kind of give them an ultimatum, take their phone or TV. When they become like an adult, then you just have to restrict access. When they come in and trash your house, say, well, you can't come in unless I'm watching you. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's starting to get cold, and I just wanted to kind of ramble on about things. Cars today pass me a lot, and then I feel like I'm in more of a hurry, so I'm getting behind the slower people, and I try to pass them, but then the cars are going so fast I can't pass them because they're passing me and the other car, and I'm like, wow. So I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm not the slowest, but I'm not definitely the fastest. I get past probably about 80% of the time, but there's 20% of the people I'm a little faster than. I pass them. But you got to be careful. There's another guy I work with. He's young and healthy, and he had a car wreck, but he looked like some kind of medieval war cry. Had two big old black lines right here. I said, "Man, what happened to you?" I thought he might have ran into somebody. He said, "Nah, he had a car wreck," and he's very lucky. But he was going on the highway. There was a police car just pulled over, and another car was in front of him. And then there was a truck in front of him. Well, the truck and him go around the slow car, like an SUV, and all of a sudden the truck swerves out of the way. And he didn't see it. Well, he runs into a car, head on, that was just sitting on the interstate. And they think it was maybe a guy that had a record. He left a brand new car with 800 miles on the interstate. And I said, well, maybe he had to go to the bathroom and he didn't want to drive in the grass. Or maybe somebody followed him and kidnapped him because they ain't heard from him. But anyway, this brand new car on the interstate and dark, and the guy didn't see it, so he runs into it at 60 miles an hour. Now, he's okay, but that would have probably took a lot of people out. But it knocked him out, and he didn't know anything. He hits the car, and next thing he remembers getting pulled out of the car. So, they had to have time to get emergency vehicles there and, take him to the hospital. And he's just got a couple scratches and all, but he was real healthy. He was, like, working out and eating right. And I think he's, like, 19 years old or 20, something like that. So he's real, healthy. If I'd done that, it wouldn't be good. But yeah, you got to be careful. Be careful driving. And probably back in July, there was a car that did the same thing. There was another car that's having trouble. Another car behind it slows down, and a car comes over the hill. They're going like 75 miles an hour, and you can't stop. And they hit somebody like 4-something in the morning. So, interstate's dangerous. I understand why people ride with the brakes on, because you never know what's in the road. But yeah, just thought I'd share some of the stuff going on, the dogs and the deers and everything. And I appreciate you guys watching my little shorts, trying to come up with some cool ideas. YouTube's a little hard to figure out adding the music to it. I like to add the kind of music. Sometimes you pick a song, oh man, that'd be awesome, and then it won't let you put your words that you recorded. The music overplays your words, so you can't add the song you want. Sometimes it'll let you. I don't know if it's certain songs or the way I tried to create the short, but it's pretty cool. There's a lady, a job I used to have, and her husband told her to get a real job. She did YouTube, but she was a gamer, and they started attacking some of her posts, so some of her content was getting took down or getting flagged. But she was a gamer playing her own video game, and they were saying she copied their other posts. So her husband told her to get a real job, and now I see she's back at gaming again. So she enjoyed it, and she was making $2,000 a month when he told her that. And she might have made a little bit more selling, cable and all, but it's not really the type of job you enjoy if you enjoy gaming. So I seen her little post come up tonight, so she's back doing it again. I said, oh man, that's so cool. It's a big world out here. A lot of stuff's going on in the world. So even when you think you got it bad, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that's a whole lot worse, and just be thankful. You got a roof over your head, or power, food, and you're able to pay your bills. You might be barely doing it, but be thankful. It could be a whole lot worse, and always look for opportunities to, network with people, good people, because that's how we kind of stay afloat. I was watching this billionaire, and now he had a TV crew follow him around. So it's like a documentary. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's in the real estate. And I see him all the time on YouTube and the shorts. But he talks about, investing money, real estate. And he was talking about, he did a thing and all they would let him have is $100. He's a billionaire. His wife and kids. He talked to them. And he goes to this small little town, and he knew he had to get there by a certain time. So he has his truck and a TV crew, and he goes talks to this guy. He says, man, I need a place to live. I just moved from LA, you know, out in this little town. And I didn't get to watch the whole series. It's already over. But he's supposed to do it for like a month or so. If I find out what it is, I'll put it in the comments. But the guy was so impressed with him at a RV place, he let him sleep in the RV, didn't charge him, and then he gave him $100, told him where to go get something to eat at, paid for his meal, and the guy that owned that restaurant was a guy that was real connected with a bunch of businesses. So even though he didn't have the money, he knew his craft of being able to sell, do contracts. So even when a rich guy loses all his money, I think he call him broke, but he still has that skill where he can still earn money, and other people that have a lot of money, lose all their money, they call them poor. That's what they say, because the poor person doesn't have maybe the skills to earn the money like the other guy did. So, it's just amazing. I just thought I'd share that, because that is cool. But y'all, thank y'all for watching. I know a lot of people like the shorts better, and they're kind of short and you got more time. A lot of people don't have time to watch all this stuff, but I figured I'd put it all in, and hadn't posted some of my food, so I'm gonna post some of the food after this, make a long video. And my camera's on, my battery's less than 20 minutes, 20%, so I gotta go plug this thing up, try to get this in tonight before I go to bed. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and this is a cool ride. And now, I got 2 grandbabies, so I'm getting grandbabies. Oh, look at that. My wife made me a cheese and egg omelet, and I got me some coffee. What'd you make?
Potatoes with onions and mushrooms.
My wife made potatoes, onions, and mushrooms. Yeah, she made me an egg and cheese and ham omelet. And I got coffee. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, my wife brought the pizza home, cheese pizza, so I'm gonna get some of that too. Yeah, this chicken on the stick is the smallest I've ever seen. It's probably as big as your finger. It had some chicken and broccoli, and my wife got some stuff. It's okay. It looked like a small meal that my wife still happy she got to eat. She wanted to eat Friday night. And there's me, I'm like tired. That stuff I got off the hibachi grill. They cooked it and all. It's pretty good. Whether you're hungry and you gotta go get you some Chinese from the hibachi, they cooked the order. I gotta let it cool off. Yeah, I like this thing. It's called sheet cake, coffee sheet cake with chocolate ice cream. And then my wife got the jello and some pudding. And this is at Chinese. Now this is the other day. I think this was Thursday. We went to, got steak sandwiches. There's us in the restaurant, the ribeye steak sandwiches. And me, I was a little bit more energetic. But yeah, these are good. Ribeye steak sandwich and fries. And then my wife got that too. Yeah, we love eating there every now and then.